How's it hanging, dudes and dudettes? My name is Shawn, and today, for one of the very few rare, or very rare instances, there is no news. I'm spread thin anyways, just trying to get yesterday's upload. I was really reaching there, so I apologize about that. But I mean, there is some merits to that video. I've had to work today, so this video is coming out late, and it's a short one. So like and subscribe to keep you fueled up for more news and insight videos. Tomorrow I'll have a highly edited build video from Cities Skylines 1 for you guys. I was inspired to create it by Cities by Diana. And I need to get more builds out here, right? Because the speculation is only going to last for so long. And I want you guys to know that I have some sort of skills, right? So a little bit, not much. So be looking forward to that. But that means today's video is going to be short, late, and right to the point. Today, I'd like to focus on the things that are less known. Yeah, that's right. There's three things, and there's a lot of things, and I want to see, what you guys have to come up with in the comment section if you agree with me, or if you want to add things to this short list. Is this a top three, not a top five? Because I'm pressed for time today. So yes, that's right. The information that the dev diary holds and keeps secret. There are three things that I want to talk about that they do not talk about. For example, I was on Bon B's Cities Skylines 2 o'clock recently, which I suggest all of you go check out. There is a ton of good information in that Cities Skylines 2 o'clock. And of course, I'm on there. You hear my beautiful southern voice, right? Besides my poor computer humming in the background, which I will move eventually. But anyways, he is a legend. And, one of the questions he asked me was, what about spawn points? For cargo ships specifically. Now, I was a bit drunk and I gave a reasonable answer, but the more I thought about it after the fact, the more I thought that, well, I know I have a better answer. We have no confirmation yet as to how or where they spawn, right? You would expect them to spawn unrealistically at a port or beyond the boundaries of the map. But I would love for ships to have a port to dock in and empty out into cargo or whatever, and then they just dock and randomly they sit there until they move again, and then they go to a different site to be loaded, right? That'd be so cool. And, it may come down to the specific company's location or just where the harbor is or where the train lines end up. The location, if they are, to ship by freight or cargo ship. But I would love to see cargo trains spawn behind closed doors at a cargo train terminal hub too, right? That would be really realistic. And then the doors open up and the train comes slowly chugging out, and then it goes off to its destination, whether that be to another company's, depot spot, or whether that be out of map, to one of these other cities that we have no clue about yet. Oh man. So moving on to the maintenance depot. This is number 2. So it's confirmed that buses and taxis are the first unlocks via milestone achievements. This does not mean that the road maintenance will be available at the start. If it's not, we have to unlock it. So do car accidents just not happen until you unlock it? Does the road not deteriorate? Or do they? And you just have to make sure that you spend your points where you need to. It seems like a detail they would want to mention to us, right? I mean, I hope my grid doesn't have 4 roadblocked avenues and cars can move around just because I spent my developer points on something else by mistake. I feel like this really needs clarification. It really does. So the last thing I want to bring up is ploppable assets. So number 3. There are very few, and it's impossible to tell if it's generated by the road or building placement or if it's plopped. There are a couple images where I think there is a ploppable asset, but it really is impossible to know. So I would like some clarification if there is a version of the Move It or Find It mod, which I really don't see all that clearly and much of within the trailers, kind of, not really. It seems like it's kind of that way, but it's also kind of built into the mechanic, So clarification on that will, if it's going to be a workshop thing or if they're actually going to be overhauling that for console, for players, right? Because console players really need more ploppable assets, and they're trying to revamp this game for console and make it easier for new people to come in. And, if you can't plop down some barriers or just anything that you really want to, is it really City Skylines? You know what I mean? Come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Not to mention that there's not ploppable things. It's just there's no confirmation that there is. And the things that look ploppable, you can't tell if they're ploppable or just part of the actual overall design of the road, because so much stuff gets spawned onto it, right? So I don't know. Anyway, I told you guys this was a quick one. As soon as my Cities Skylines 1 build is done, I'll schedule it for you guys tonight or tomorrow or whatever, and I hope you all tune into it and give it all the love that you guys give these type of videos. because we will be doing builds when Cities Skylines 2 comes out, right? So, you know, I will love all y'all just the same regardless. So, until next time, piss off.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop. Heard motherfuckers talk, seen them drop.